I'm just sitting at my hotel right now. Just got up this morning, drinking some coffee, had a little breakfast. Utah Cop Watch is waking up. I think he only got about 5 hours of sleep last night. So, smoking one of my nasty cigarettes and just kind of hanging out. I don't know if I can see anybody or not. Let me see if anybody's in here. There it is. Let's OTVO. Good to see you, brother. Daisy May, good to see you as well. So, kind of an update. We're going to meet with I think it's a local newspaper. And I think I'm going to film that because they're interested in potentially the story about people with Press Harder. He is still in jail. They're holding him for ransom. Basically, every time somebody calls down there to do a welfare check or whatever, they say, well, what's his name? And we'll let him go. So it's kind of like they just want to know who he is before they release him. And it's absolutely ridiculous. STD 58, good to see you, brother. Stephanie, good to see you. Joko, that's Johnson County, Kansas, Cop Watch. Good to see. Ozzy Nathan is up and about. All right. How is it down on Michael Reed? Good to see you as well. Cigarette went out. So I'm just sitting at our hotel right now. We're getting up and around. And thank you, Stephanie, for putting that out there. If you folks call, be respectful, but what we're doing is trying to do welfare checks to make sure that the people, that's what he goes by, Press Harder, is being fed. Because if they just throw a plate or, give him food, he's not going to eat it. They have to feed him. That's just his philosophy. If he's going to be incarcerated, they have to take care of him. And at some point, I'm going to put out a recorded phone call that I had with Sergeant Thompson down there at the facility, and she did confirm that the jail is responsible for his well-being and his health. And so she tried to tell me that he was on suicide watch. And I told her that he is not suicidal. He just does not participate in his incarceration. He does not assist with it. So he will not eat unless he's fed. And I believe it's the same with water. They have to, get some water and put it in his mouth and he'll drink it. He's not going to resist being fed. But he's also not going to feed himself. So it's kind of like if you were taking care of a baby, you got to take care of them, right? Make sure that they get what they need. He will not ask for anything either. The man walks all over this country and he doesn't even hitchhike. People just pull over and give him a ride sometimes. He's basically homeless. He just travels. So, and if you guys know him, he'll show up on a cop watch and just say, yeah, and whoever's on that cop watch automatically knows it's Press Harder. It's the people with Press Harder. So, Sly Shy, good to see you. I just subscribed to your channel too, by the way. I didn't know who you were at first, so I noticed that you were out with James Freeman and Tucson Fuck the Police, or Tucson Police Suck. Yeah, that's what it is. I just subscribed to him too. So, yeah, the people is a rare breed, Daisy May. And when he got arrested, if everybody saw the live stream, as soon as they put the cuffs on him and then told him to, go somewhere, and then they kind of pulled him, he just went to the ground. Oh, generally specific. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, so the only reason I'm live is just to kind of give you guys some updates. Tommy Wood, nice to see you. I'm trying to recognize everybody in the chat. There's, 18 of you, 5 likes so far. Hopefully you'll double tap on that screen and give me a like. And then if you haven't subscribed, please do so. So we're getting ready to go see a local newspaper, and I am going to record. If they don't want me to record, then I'm not going to talk to them, because we know how the mainstream media can be, and how unfair they can be when they interview somebody. So want to make sure that it's all recorded, and go from there. At 1 o'clock is when we're all planning to be at the detention center, and we'll go. I think either Utah Cop Watch or Four Corners Fist in the Air will go live at that point. I'm going to try to get an interview with Sergeant Thompson, the woman I spoke to at the jail, and indicated that, well, she confirmed that they are responsible for the people with Press Harder. They're responsible for his health. And so if they're not feeding him, he's been in there a week now. Hopefully they are feeding him. They did confirm yesterday that he was still breathing, and that he was conscious. And that was from, I'm not going to mention his name right now, but he's pretty well known. He used to be the sheriff. Now he's like the corrections manager, or whatever you want to call it. Can Ahmad put Four Corners Fist in the Air? Yes, please, moderators, if you'll put Four Corners in here. Also put a link for, and I know Stephanie's probably already done this, a link for Utah Cop Watch. We drove down here yesterday. We left at about 4 o'clock in the morning from Utah and got here around 3. Well, no, it was earlier than that, but I think it was 1. It actually took us 9 hours to get here, even though it's typically a 7-hour drive. And that's because we make a lot of stops, and just kind of take it easy. And, I'm a lot older. And both of us had to, relieve and stretch our legs. We can't really do these long drives anymore. Yeah. So I'm not going to be on here very long. It's already 7 minutes. I'm going to keep it kind of short. But does anybody have any questions for us? I'll answer as best I can. Did you all Cop Watch last night? Yes, we did Cop Watch last night, but there was really nothing going on. Utah Cop Watch does have like a neon lights on his front windshield that will say various things like "fuck the police" or "our rights don't stop when your feelings begin," things of that nature. And so he was just kind of the rolling screen on that. We did have a cop flip a Yui in front of us and turn around and come back and get behind us. We pulled into a gas station and he moved on. So we were kind of hoping maybe he'd, turn his lights on and try to get us for free speech. That's what they do here in Farmington, New Mexico. And that's exactly what the people with Press Harder was doing. He was using his freedom of speech because they were trying to make him go back way more than 20 feet from a scene of an investigation. But they didn't have any crime scene tape up. They were allowing other people within the scene, and they kept telling him he had to go get back, which he did. He complied with it, but he was, he gave him his what for verbally. And then Lieutenant Mosley, what a tyrant. I hope I see him today too. I'll give him a piece of my mind. He said, if you say one more word, I'm going to arrest you for, what did he say? His exact words. Obstruction. I'm going to arrest you for infringing on our investigation. And then he walked away and he said, do I make myself clear? Do I make myself clear? I will arrest you if you say one more word. And then he walked away, and then the people with Press Harder said, I can talk if I want to. Do I make myself clear? And the officer, the lieutenant said, okay, you're under arrest. And he started walking at him, and the last words that I heard the people with Press Harder say was, oh my God. And I know he hasn't spoken since his incarceration. Even when they take him into court, they have to carry him in there. If they ask him what he pleads, he's using his Fifth Amendment right. He is not speaking at all. He's not playing the process game. And he has a right to do that, but they're holding him in that jail without bond, without anything. They haven't been able to find his name because he doesn't have one. People don't really realize, everybody in this community, including me, have asked him, what's your name? And he says, the people. I'm people. And, so nobody knows who he is. But every time somebody calls down there to do a welfare check, they're saying, well, I'll give you information if you tell me what his name is. That sucks. Rats to the moon. Good to see you. So that's kind of the update. I just wanted to give you guys here from Farmington, New Mexico. We are going to be at the San Juan Adult Detention Center, San Juan County, New Mexico Adult Detention Center. Right around 1, there should be several of us there. And hopefully, if you're anywhere close, show up. We're going to kind of continue with the protest, because that's exactly what Press Harder was doing when they arrested him a week ago now. And hopefully they are finally feeding him. Please call down there and, if you want to, be respectful and just let him know that there's people out here that do support him, and that he's not alone. So, and just ask them to feed him, because he's not going to feed himself. He won't. All right? That's all I got. Anybody else have any questions before I end this live stream? Lenny, good to see you, brother. I don't know. Is there anybody I missed? Oh, and I was going to ask for help paying for the trip, but I'm not going to. If somebody puts in a paid link and you want to help, that's fine. I don't typically ask for that kind of stuff. So, although I did not realize how expensive it is for hotels this day and age. It's crazy. So Brandon Mitchell, I don't have a respectful to my government. Y'all need to stop with that poop. Huh? What does that mean? I don't have to be respectful to my... Oh, okay. I don't have to be respectful to my government. Yeah, we don't have to be. You always try to be cordial in the beginning, but if they give you a hard time, then do you, man. Phoenix, good to see you. I did get your email. And so they are out of ADA compliance. So when I go in to do my complaint against Mosley, I am going to try to have them write it down because of my tremors. I can't write. And if they refuse, then we'll go from there. The thing about Press Harder is, since he doesn't have a name, he also does not sue. And I think the officials should know about that, because I think that might be what they're afraid of, and that's why they're not releasing him without his name. You don't have to worry about him suing you, folks. He doesn't deal with courts. He doesn't have a name. You have to have a name in order to do anything like that. Thanks, Phoenix. I appreciate you. All right. Yes. Free the people. Yes. That's what he goes by. Hashtag free the people with Press Harder. All right. Especially, okay. I think we got it. I think we got everything covered here. And like I said, again, be on the lookout for either Four Corner Fist in the Air to go live at 1, or Utah Cop Watch. We will all be together at the detention center around 1. I'm not going to give an exact time because, this is a live stream. I really don't want them to know where we're at and when. But I'm sure they already know. They ran Utah Cop Watch's plates last night, so they know who we are, or who he is anyway. All right. You're welcome for the update. Free the people. Okay, Ken? All right. I'm going to go ahead and end it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.